Hello, Sharp Goat Photo Challengers. Welcome to week number 5. Are we all ready to make some noise? Make some noise in the digital sense. It's going to be cool, this collection, because this frees us up from the restraints of ISO and being afraid of putting some noise into our images. Now, granted, this challenge was not meant to yield great looking images, quote unquote. These are going to be noisy images. That was the whole point, because some people are afraid to use ISO, and some people are afraid of seeing noise and grain in their images from bumping ISO up. And really, that is a fear we got to be free of. It's not something that I'm really afraid of. If I see noise and grain in my images, depending. If there's a ton of it, no, I'm not going to give that to the client. I'm not going to post that online. But if I see just a little bit, that's not a big deal. I'm not going to immediately throw the picture out in the trash because it's a little noisy. So this challenge was meant to get us used to noise and grain and used to using ISO. You're so rarely going to use ISO to the limit that we've used it here. Basically, it's the first setting we were setting, setting that we were setting for our exposure triangle. Bumping ISO up way to the max, or at least up very, very high, and then setting our f-stop and setting our shutter speed off of that. So that is rarely the way that you're going to do it. Most of the time, you want to keep ISO as low as possible to minimize the amount of digital noise showing up in your image. And you want to try and bring light into the camera via opening up the f-stop, or opening up your aperture, or slowing your shutter speed down, or adding light. So those things should be done first. You shouldn't so freely use ISO and crank that up to 6400 when you're doing, say, professional headshots. But don't be so afraid of using it, and don't be so afraid of adding grain to your images because of using it. So that's the whole point of it. And also, this is rounding out the exposure triangle. So now, with ISO, we should, after this week, be fully comfortable shooting in full manual. I've been shooting in full manual for a while now, and once I did, I never went back. I've gotten very comfortable with it, and now I wonder how I ever shot without full manual, without in any kind of auto setting. I found it very comfortable, very free to shoot in full manual and be in full control of how that image is being captured. And I hope that's what you will feel after doing a few more of these challenges. Now that we've gone through aperture, shutter speed, ISO, we're going to be shooting more with more full manual settings in the future for the next few challenges. I've got some set up for you. There will be more on that later, but let's get to our review. First up, Lisa! I cannot forget you this week. No, I will not. I forgot Lisa last week. So let's get to Lisa's pictures this week. Squirrel! Awesome. Cool shot here of a squirrel. And let's see. Most people reported that they bumped up their ISO straight to 6400, and that is the way to do it. So let's just double check. All right. ISO 6400. Shutter speed 1/8000. Oh, see, 8 times faster shutter speed, or not really, but a way faster shutter speed than how you shot that bird, eh? Because chipmunks, they are even more skitterish. You don't want them getting away. 250 millimeter f11, beautiful. So see, look at this. You got a perfect exposure, and look, it's not even that noisy. Granted, it's daytime, but look at this. There's barely any noise in here. You can see a little bit in the wood grain and in this creature here. And I hope that most of the shots that people submitted, I asked don't do noise reduction, don't add noise reduction to any of the processing you do, because we want to see the effect that high ISO is going to have on your images. So I don't think that any noise reduction has happened. So this one here, it looks fine. And it looks properly exposed, and the subject was captured really well. It cut the tail off here a little bit. It looks a little bit canted to the right. It looks like you need to kind of balance it out to the left. And it's a good profile shot, and it's you can't really see what's in his hand, but it's a good posture for him. Like, it's a good shot. I wouldn't throw that out. That's so that's great. Awesome shot, Lisa. Great. This one here, shooting, and you know what? Yeah, converting shots to black and white. Once you do that, normally you can't see the noise and grain anyways. So here we go, the perfect example. Again, daytime. Most people took their ISO shots out to the street at night, but yeah, good on you, Lisa, for staying a little bit warmer and shooting it during the daytime. Again, kind of feels like it's a little off little bit to the, oh, maybe that's just the wire. I'm not sure about the orientation of this. Cool, but good shot of the front face of the house here. Part of me just wishes that wire just wasn't there. There's nothing you can really do about that, but I wish more houses didn't have the wire out front, because it makes it difficult to shoot them. And also, these past few weeks I've been talking less about the creative aspect, the how the shot has been framed up, and the creative aspects of the photo, the artistic side, I guess you should say. And I've been focusing more on the technical, the proper exposure, and whether or not you're using the right proper shutter speed for the occasion, or the right f-stop, that sort of thing. We will be getting more into commenting about the creative side of photos, so I don't want to forget that. But this one here, what was this one shot at? ISO 6400 wide, 1/1600, and again, you had to compensate for, you had to speed that shutter speed up to drop the level down, especially since you're shooting in daylight. So definitely see that. But look at that, it's a good shot of the house. F11's a good, you want when you're shooting landscapes, wides, or large objects like houses. Yep, you want to close that, you want to up that f-stop, so you want to do something 7.1 or 11 or 13, even higher than that, to keep the whole thing in focus. So good on you, good shot there. Ooh, cat. What was this one at? So this one, I guess, must have been indoors, because you'd be able to drop that shutter speed down a little bit, slow it down, f5.6 6400. Evil cat. It kind of looks like a lot of this. There's a lot of sharp detail on the front face of this cat here. It looks very cool. Its eyes look a little bit blurry, but maybe I think that's just the cat. I don't think it's the focus, because a lot of the face here looks fine. When you're focusing on a subject, make sure that the focus point, it captures that eyeball. If it is, I can't tell if the eyes here are out of focus here. The rest of the face, the fine hair and the whiskers, and even the stray hair over here, is a nice sharp focus. It's beautiful, great detail there. And the light coming across its face, it brings out that hair even more, so you see every single individual hair. Awesome. It just looks like you might have missed the focus on the eye, but other than that, you've gotten the right settings. It looks properly exposed. It's and the ISO's cranked up, and you don't see much. You see the dandruff in the cat's fur more than you see the actual noise. Look at that, great, good shot, and fill the frame there. Hey, I recognize her. Yeah. Hello, Eva. How are you doing? I've shot her a few times as well. This is a good looking shot. She's a wonderful person. Absolutely photogenic. Fantastic to get in front of the camera. ISO 4000. Was this taken? ISO 4000, 4.5, 1/60 at the 50 mil. Okay, so look at that blown out background. Great, and it's properly exposed for her face. It's a little bit darker on her face, but the background is beautifully blown out. Where's the noise? No noise. Looks beautiful. Good expression on her too. You got her looking at the camera. I love that. I like her pose there, losing her hands a little bit. This wrist, is it in, is it out? So other than that, I would have maybe just given her a bit more of the frame to work with. Would have loosened off just a little bit. Where's the noise? No noise. Awesome. Those are your shots for this week. Thank you so very much, Lisa. I hope you got something out of the critique that I've offered. Pass the challenge on to someone else. So if you've been enjoying the challenge so far, they're only going to get better, only going to get more fun, especially as the weather gets better and better. We're going to get out and have some more challenges that involve the spring and the summer weather. It's going to be real fun. I'm looking forward to sharing these challenges with you. But challenge someone else. If you got someone who wants to get in on the challenge, head on over to the blog over here and throw one of the challenge posts over to them. I usually, in the YouTube link, I'll have the link to the blog on it, so just pass it on to someone else, and tell them to get on it. Get in on the challenge. They can jump in. They don't have to start at the beginning. At any challenge, they can get involved. But so get your friends in on it. But thank you, Eva. Beautiful. And thank you, Lisa. We'll see you next time.